It is the Monday after St. Patrick's Day. I hope everybody had a wonderful and safe weekend. I actually ended up making it to the rodeo, one of the last days of the rodeo on Saturday. Yeah, on St. Patrick's Day. We went and saw Brad Paisley, which was an awesome show. I will insert some clips over here. Up to this point, we haven't had a chance to really get out and do much in Houston. Of course, when we move here, the rodeo is here for 3 weeks. The first 3 weeks we're here, and so that was a lot of fun. It was great to get out and do something. Day off today. My day's off Monday and Tuesday, and I was thinking yesterday, how do I structure my videos moving forward? Do I want to film Monday, Tuesday, put it up for Wednesday? Do I want to just film one day and make the videos more frequent? Let me know what you guys enjoy more, whether it's a shorter vlog one day or a longer vlog, maybe over the course of 2 days with one workout in there. I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet, but I want to take you guys through everything. You know, now I'm committed to doing this 90 days and pushing myself as far as I can. That includes taking you through everything. There's gonna be a lot of workouts, a lot of food, a lot of updates with my weight. This is gonna be a prep series, and so not gonna be a lot of extra fluff. It's gonna be straight to the point, showing you exactly what I'm doing as far as cardio, as far as training, as far as macros, as far as everything. So I'm really excited to take you guys through this and teach you guys and show you guys as much as I possibly can. But my battery's gonna die soon. This has been a long clip. I'll catch you guys in a bit. All right, so I realize that this video is probably gonna be a lot of talking. Obviously setting the groundwork and setting like the tone for the next 90 days, letting you guys know where I'm starting, what I'm gonna be doing, all that stuff. So I figured I'd come on and chat about my macros and how I'm going to structure the diet portion of this plan moving forward. So up until this point, I've been tracking two main things. One, my calories, because calories are king. So the number one priority here is making sure that you are burning off more calories than you eat. All right, so putting yourself in a caloric deficit. That's number one. Number two is making sure I'm getting enough protein. So protein's obviously gonna be the building blocks and the foundation of your physique and of your muscles. So growing, maintenance, repair, all that stuff. So making sure I'm getting enough protein. So one, calories, I've been hitting about 23 to 2,400 calories. And of those calories, I've been getting about 180 to 190 grams of protein. I typically don't start off any higher than 1 gram per pound of lean body mass. All right, that's my starting point. From there, I'll increase it as my caloric needs go down. Your protein needs are gonna go up a little bit. And the rest of it, depending on what day and how I'm feeling that day, if I want more carbs or more fat, it really hasn't mattered up to this point as long as I'm staying below 2,400 calories. Because at the end of the day, if you're staying below 2,400 calories and you're getting enough protein, your carbs and fat are moderately interchangeable. Up to this point, I've been focusing on calories and protein. It's been working so far. I enjoy that because if one day I want to have more carbs, that's fine. If one day I want to have more fats, that's fine too. I haven't really gotten too strict as far as making sure those are in specific ranges. But when I start getting into a plateau more and start slowing down, I will have to tighten that up a little bit. But for now, that's what I'm doing. Most of us work well off of a higher carb intake as far as energy levels. So that's what I like to focus on if I'm training hard. If I'm not focusing like solely on like my leg days, I like to have a lot of carbs those days so I can really put a lot of energy and focus into those leg days. Whereas if I'm training like chest or shoulders or arms, obviously I'm still gonna train hard, but I feel like I don't need as many carbs on those days, if that makes sense. So everybody's a little bit different, everybody approaches it a little bit different, but that's my starting point as far as food. What we're gonna do is I'm going to eat right now. I think we're gonna head to the gym fairly soon. So pre-workout, decent source of carbs here, some protein, some fat, a good well-balanced meal with a little more emphasis on the carbs. Here is breakfast. So I made 2 protein pancakes. I used the Kodiak Cake Cinnamon Oat 1 serving mixed with a serving of Ghost Cereal Milk Whey, and there are bananas and peanut butter in the middle of that. So I'm gonna toss some sugar-free syrup on there and then call it a day. with breakfast, then go to the gym, because we have to train today. Right, babe? She's staring at me, laughing at me. I don't know why, she always laughs at me. She gives me funny looks. Like right now. I don't know why. There's no reason for her to be laughing because I'm filming. Go to bed, kids. Go to bed. Hey.
One for you. One for you. I'm gonna split this one for both of you. I love you.
They're so good.
Oh, slobber.
Slobbery kids.
I love you.
Bye, kiddos. Love you. All right, guys, so just finished up with the workout, sitting in the car now waiting for Yami to come out. I just want to come on and actually do a little like recap of the workout right now while it's fresh in my mind, instead of doing like, I was thinking about doing a commentary afterwards, but figured out why not just do it in person and kind of give you a visual of me speaking instead of just like listening to me. So here we go. Started off the workout with a good pre-exhaust of a chest press on the machine. I really enjoy doing pre-exhaust exercises. You know, it's a good way to help your body and your mind focus on the muscle that you're really trying to work. You know, if it gets tired, you're probably going to stimulate more blood flow to the area, and therefore your mind is automatically going to be connected. If something's pumped up, your mind's automatically going to connect the movement you're doing to the muscle that you want to work. So started off with that chest press. I typically go high rep, lower weight, just to get a lot of blood flow and a lot of stimulation in there. So I did a set of 25, a set of 20, and then a set of 15. After that, moved on to the flat bench press. I'm not gonna lie, this workout was a little bit frustrating. I wasn't able to do as much as I wanted to, simply because I don't know what was going on, but I had an issue with my thumb. You know, as soon as I went to go grab the bar for the bench, any pressure being put down on my hand sent a lot of pain up through my thumb. And so any gripping, whether it's, you know, I kind of switch up my grip sometimes. Sometimes I'll bench with my thumbs over the bar. Sometimes I'll wrap them around, come around the same side. But Yami's back now. She's gonna listen to me talk. I don't know what was going on. I just had a lot of pain in my thumb, so that just kind of threw off my entire workout. I had to change up my grip. I put on my wrist wraps to see if that would help. Nothing really helped as much as I wanted it to. But I did what I could with that bench press. Worked up to a couple heavy sets of 5. Heavy sets of 5. Heavy being a relative term. Not as heavy as I could have gone on a normal day, but heavy as I could go today. And you know, that's heavy. The term heavy or light is always a relative term. It's going to be different for everybody, and it's even going to be different for the same person on a different day. You're not always going to be able to lift the same exact amount of weight as you want to or as you have previously in the past. So go into the workout as if it has nothing to do with anything else. You want to aim to progressively overload what you've done in the past, but if say you're running on low sleep or you haven't eaten or something's going on where you're not able to perform at the same level, don't worry about it. Just make sure that you are pushing it as much as you can on that given day. And that's exactly what I had to do today. You know, any pushing and even pulling, it was chest and back today, so both movements were affected, unfortunately. It's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So after that, trying to be serious here. She's tissuing.
That's a good term. Tissuing.
So after the bench press, moved on to a pre-exhaust for the back. So I did some wide grip lat pull down, partial reps. I didn't even go up all the way. I kept tension in the lats. And so I did basically the bottom, I would say 2/3, 3/4 of the movement to keep that tension in the lats. 2 sets of 20 there, and then I moved on to a plate loaded low row. A heavier few sets, 3 sets of 8 on that. So really focusing on driving it back and going through the negative as slow as possible, just to really, again, focus on the lats instead of just like jerking it back and forth and really pulling and not really having much rhyme or reason to your movement.
making sure that you're really pulling and doing everything with intention. After that, I went on to 2 supersets. The first superset was a low incline fly, really focusing on getting a good stretch through the upper chest or the upper portion of the chest. And I supersetted that with a dumbbell row, a heavier dumbbell row, set to 10. I started out with 85 for the first set, went up to the hundreds for the second set. Didn't feel it as much with the hundreds. I felt like I was compensating maybe with my trap a little bit, and I wasn't able to really get a good quality movement, so I went back down to the 85s for the third set. Final superset was a seated row. I used the short bar and I used an underhand grip to kind of focus on the biceps just a little bit more, change up the grip, and I found that the underhand grip did take some pressure off my thumbs, and so I was able to use just these fingers and pull through like the hooks in your hand. And paired with that was a variable plate loaded chest press. So as you can see in this video here, you can load the weight up in 3 different spots on the machine, and based upon where that weight is, it will accentuate either the beginning, the middle, or the end part of the movement, which is pretty cool. You don't have to necessarily change the weight, but you can have the same exact weight on there, but if you put it in a different area, it's going to challenge you completely different. So for this, I focused on putting it, emphasizing the beginning part of the movement more so than the end, just because the beginning part of any chest movement, it's going to be majority chest, whereas the end, the last, let's say third or quarter of the movement, is going to be mostly tricep. So obviously with a chest focused day, leaving the triceps out of it as much as possible, focusing on the beginning part of the movement anyway. So I tried to load up more so at the beginning and middle of the movement rather than the end. And that was it for today's workout. Didn't start off this summer shredding as well as I wanted to. Obviously it just got thrown off and didn't get, start off on the right foot.
It's fine.
It's all good. It's just day one.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
What's going on?
No, I just had a sneezing fit, so I apologize if I sneeze at all during this call.
Yami's been sneezing straight for like the past, probably what, 2 days, 3 days?
What?
How long have you been sneezing for?
I'm dying. Have a good conversation. I'll leave you guys be.
Okay, well, so let me just kind of give me like an overview of what it is you're working on and sort of where you are in the process.
All right, so the idea is that's the gist of it. In terms of like all the legal stuff that I know you have more experience in, trade marketing and making sure, with USPTO, and I've done this briefly for our clothing line, but as far as this is concerned, it's kind of a different ballpark.
Are you writing the code and all of that, or are you going to be working with other people to provide?
We're definitely going to be working with other people. I have no idea. I literally just have the idea, and I need other people to help bring it to life.
So I would say like one thing you could potentially think about doing is setting up a separate business entity just for this.
So that's as far as like, because like we have Lift LLC, kind of like the umbrella, and then we're doing business as Lift to be Lifted, or now it's Lavabi.
Right.
So setting up a separate LLC or partnership or corporation, I just don't know what one would be best for the direction this is planning on going, I guess.
Do you plan on potentially having investors and things like that?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, maybe this thing goes public one day, you're going to want a bigger entity,
right.
So a corporation.
Just got off the phone with a lawyer about the secret project I'm working on. There's Yami over there waving the camera. She's tissuing again. I had to get on the phone with a lawyer pertaining to the business that I'm trying to build, and trying to get an idea about what steps need to be taken in order for everything to kind of grow down the line. And it was a really good call. Definitely have a lot to take care of before this kind of gets taken to the next step. And I'm very, very excited. And while I was on the call, Yami made me some food. So in here we have 200 grams of rice, about 8 ounces of chicken, some tomatoes, some bean sprouts, and I'm starving. Okay guys, so in an attempt to keep these videos as short as possible,
I want to try and keep them below like 20 minutes. I'm going to probably be, for the most part, filming single days. Instead of going over the course of 2 days and lengthening them out, I would rather, I think, shorten them up, make them easier to edit, easier to get up for you guys. It allows me to create a higher frequency. Instead of maybe 2 videos a week, I'd like to get maybe 3, sometimes maybe 4. So with that being said, that is going to do it for this vlog, guys. I got some stuff to take care of today, but nothing too interesting. Have a job interview, and then coming back and hopefully getting some work done. I think Yami needs some help with some stuff. She's not feeling well at all, so I'm going to try and help her out. But wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I know this didn't get off to the start I wanted it to with the workout and my whole thumb thing. It's still bothering me, but it'll get better. It's only it's one small step in a very long journey. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, share, comment, tell your friends, because this is going to be an awesome 90 days, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Tell your kids, tell your wives.
Tell your kids, not hide your kids, hide your wife. Tell your kids, tell your wife. See you guys in the next video, y'all.